The apartment is dead, still at 3 in the morning light, casting an unmoving shadow on a long, isolating night. I'm lying flat on my back on the cold hardwood floor, staring at the keys that won't unlock your heart anymore. The vacuum you left behind is a terrifying crowd, and a simple refrigerator buzz sounds way too loud. The silence begins to stretch, the current goes cold, sucking out the atmosphere a girl was supposed to hold. I press my right palm tight against my hollow chest frame, but the quiet in the drywall only plays a dangerous game. And I've got a heartbeat that feels like bruising tonight, bouncing off the empty walls underneath the lamplight. Every thud in my chest is a structural deepfake, a heavy rhythmic color that your absence went and make it hits against my ribs like a hammer to a stone. A terrifying physical reminder that I'm completely alone. Yeah, the rest of the world has a pulse that's steady and bright, while my heartbeat feels like bruising and I'm losing the fight. I check the radiator pipes inside the long hallway track, hating how mechanics know that you're never coming back. Every single floorboard creaks like a sudden warning sign, measuring the seconds of a love that once was mine. I look at the unread message on my phone, glass blur, erasing 1,000 words that say how happy we were. And I've got a heartbeat that feels like bruising tonight, bouncing off the empty walls underneath the lamplight. Every thought in my chest is a structural defake, a heavy rhythmic color that your absence went and make it hits against my ribs like a hammer to a stone. A terrifying physical reminder that I'm completely alone. Yeah, the rest of the world has a pulse that's steady and bright, while my heartbeat feels like bruising and I'm losing the fight. Did you steal the entire atmosphere alone in your flight to leave a girl with the amplification of the lonely night? Because a casual goodbye shouldn't turn a house into stone, or leave a person drowning in a beat that's all her own. I'm running the fan just to try and drown out the sound of this permanent breakdown in a The digital clock turns to 5 in the evening light, casting a sharp, cold shadow on a long, isolating night. I'm standing right by the factory entrance gate frame, staring at a punch card machine that no longer holds your name. My fingers are hovering a fraction from the cold metal slide, holding the plastic badge for a future that we haven't got. The shift is finally over, the current goes stone cold, sucking out the atmosphere a girl was supposed to hold. I slide my card across the iron, a heavy mechanical thud, dragging my remaining piece straight into the mud. And I'm just clocking out of a broken life tonight, frozen on the boundary line, underneath the dim lamplight. I worked a 10-year shift, trying to build our castle high, before the company went under on your cold and dark goodbye. No romantic dialogue left, no perfect close-up frame, just a nameless silhouette who used to call your name. Yeah, the rest of the world goes home happy, warm and bright. Wow, I'm checking out for good from this broken life tonight. I look at the empty passenger seat inside my old car wood, from the exact afternoon you packed your things for good. The radio dashboard is glowing the cold digital green, illuminating the ruins of our broken up scene. It's a terrifying physics, a structural deep bruise, how a body goes weightless under the silence that we choose. And I'm just clocking out of a broken life tonight, frozen on the boundary line, underneath the dim lamplight. I worked a 10-year shift, trying to build our castle high, before the company went under on your cold and dark goodbye. No romantic dialogue left, no perfect close-up frame, just a nameless silhouette who used to call your name. Yeah, the rest of the world goes home happy, warm and bright. Wow, I'm checking out for good from this broken life tonight. Did you time in the exit? Did you check out the chart to let a sudden corporate layout clean the slate of your heart? Because you didn't just pack up your leather bags and walk out the door. You flatline the internal laws of what I was before. I turn the ignition key, but the motor feels dead, choking on the heavy weight of the final things you said. The digital clock turns to 4 in the morning light, casting a blue glow on a long isolating night. I wake up shivering, tangled in the heavy sheet, chasing the nightmare where our futures didn't meet. I reach my left hand out to feel your favorite space, but the linen is frozen, highlighting your empty place. The panic is rising, the room is dead still, the winter air's creeping across the windowsill. I try to expand my chest, try to take a stand and draw, but a girl's lungs lock up right against a broken law. And reaction to the final things you went and said, shattering the borders of this unmade lonely bed. I can wash the sheets, I can try to clear the track, but no amount of fabric is gonna bring a lifetime back. Yeah, the rest of the town is sleeping easy and free, while the Category 5 freeze is trapped inside of me. I sit on the edge of the mattress wood frame, listening to the house silence whisper your name. My skin is soaking wet, but my fingertips are slate, a dark cold reminder of our heavy sudden fate. It's a terrifying physics, a structural deep bruise, how a body stays standing in the silence that we choose. And I'm breaking out in a cold sweat at 4 a.m. tonight, trying to steady my hands underneath the lamplight. A physical reaction to the final things you went and said, shattering the borders of this unmade lonely bed. I can wash the sheets, I can try to clear the track, but no amount of fabric is gonna bring a lifetime back. Yeah, the rest of the town is sleeping easy and free, while the Category 5 freeze is trapped inside of me. Did you time in the exit? Did you look at the chart to ensure the most damage to my shifting heart? Because you didn't just walk out and shut the front door, you shattered the physical laws of what I was before. I'm a hostage to a timeline that brings no warm relief, drowning beneath layers of a permanent sharp grief. The grandfather clock strikes 5 in the evening light, casting a sharp, cold shadow on a long, isolating night. I'm standing right by the factory entrance gate frame, staring at a punch card machine that no longer holds your name. My fingers are hovering a fraction from the cold metal slot, holding a plastic badge for a future that we haven't got. The shift is finally over, the current goes stone cold, sucking out the atmosphere a girl was supposed to hold. I slide my card across the iron, a heavy mechanical thud, dragging my remaining piece straight into the mud. And I'm taking an early retirement from loving you tonight, checking out of the factory right out of your sight. I worked a 10-year shift trying to build our castle high before the company went under on your cold and dark goodbye. No romantic dialogue left, no perfect close-up frame, just a nameless silhouette who used to call your name. Yeah, the rest of the world goes home happy, warm and bright, while I'm filing the paperwork and ending the shift tonight. I look at the empty passenger seat inside my old car wood, from the exact afternoon you packed your things for good. The radio dashboard is glowing a cold digital green, illuminating the ruins of our broken up scene. I gave you my gold years, my brightest, youngest spark, and you left me with gray hair, writing songs in the dark. And I'm taking an early retirement from loving you tonight, checking out of the factory right out of your sight. I worked a 10-year shift trying to build our castle high before the company went under on your cold and dark goodbye. No romantic dialogue left, no perfect close-up frame, just a nameless silhouette who used to call your name. Yeah, the rest of the world goes home happy, warm and bright, while I'm filing the paperwork and ending the shift tonight. Did you time in the exit? Did you check out the chart to let a sudden corporate layout clean the slate of your heart? Because you didn't just pack up your leather bags and walk out the door. You flatlined the internal laws of what I was before. I turned the ignition key, but the motor feels dead, choking on the heavy weight of the final things you said. The digital clock turns to 3 in the morning light, casting a cold blue glow on a long, isolated night. I'm lying flat on my back on the hardwood bedroom floor, staring at the vacancy right outside our closet door. I try to lift my boots, try to take a standard stride, but there is no traction left on the spots where our worlds collide. The gravity is faded, the current went stone cold, sucking out the atmosphere a girl was supposed to hold. I'm unpinned from the baseline, drifting out in stride, drowning in the heavy silence that you left inside. And I'm just floating, but never moving forward tonight, tumbling through a vacuum, completely out of your sight. My boots have left the floor, but I can't clear the track. Just a weightless ghost who can't find their way back. I slap my fingers out of yours, suspended in the blue, while the cosmic static swallows every memory of you. Yeah, the rest of the world is running a fast and fluent display, while I'm trapped in midair, formatting away. I watch the digital map on my cold phone glass, where the glowing numbers of the city silently pass. The timeline cursor is stuck on a single frozen frame, right at the exact second that you forgot my name. It's a terrifying physics, a structural deep bruise, how a body goes weightless under the silence that we choose. And I'm just floating, but never moving forward tonight, tumbling through a vacuum, completely out of your sight. My boots have left the floor, but I can't clear the track. Just a weightless ghost who can't find their way back. I slide my fingers out of yours, suspended in the blue, while the cosmic static swallows every memory of you. Yeah, the rest of the world is running a fast and fluent display, while I'm trapped in midair. standard curtain fall. There is nowhere to scream for you, no track left to find. Just the permanent gravity of getting left behind. Digital clock turns to 3 in the morning light, casting a sharp blue glow on a long, isolating night. I open up the laptop, sitting flat on the unmade sheet, staring at the notification where our futures used to meet. There's no frantic phone call ringing, no shadow by the door, just a sterile white envelope on a screen at my core. The layout is uniform, the conversation goes stone cold, sucking out the atmosphere a girl was supposed to hold. My fingers are hovering above the cold aluminum track as a terrifying physics pulls my shoulders back. And I'm just reading formal goodbyes over email tonight, dividing the damage underneath the screen's cold light. You used a standard template, you kept the margins neat, the official documentation of our complete defeat. No emotional punctuation, not a single spelling strain, just a typewritten execution running straight through my brain. Yeah, the rest of the world has a timeline that's fluent and bright, while I'm archiving our love over email tonight. I look at the cold greeting, addressing me by my full name, hating how corporate syntax can highlight my sudden shame. You signed it, best regards, right at the bottom line, split the exact clinical boundary where our universe went and quit. I remember when you used to whisper secrets on my neck. Now I'm just a casualty on a digital deck. And I'm just reading formal goodbyes over email tonight, dividing the damage underneath the screen's cold light. You used a standard template, you kept the margins neat, the official documentation of our complete defeat. No emotional punctuation, not a single spelling strain, just a typewritten execution running straight through my brain. Yeah, the rest of the world has a timeline that's fluent and bright, while I'm archiving our love over email tonight. Did your timing good delivery? Did you schedule the send to make sure a machine was the one to negotiate our end? Because a lifetime of devotion shouldn't drop down to a thread or turn a permanent promise into a text block to be read. I try to hit the reply, try to type out the scream, but a girl is just a hostage to a dead fairy tale dream. The digital clock turns to 3 in the morning light, casting a cold blue glow on a long, isolated night. I'm lying flat on my back on the mattress, right side, staring at the ceiling where our futures used to collide. I reach out my hand to feel your favorite space, but there is no traction left inside your empty place. The friction is faded, the radar goes stone cold, sucking out the atmosphere a girl was supposed to hold. I can feel the snapping line, the sudden structural tears. Every heavy anchor turns to unfiltered, freezing air. And gravity failed us tonight, my love. We're just two rogue satellites drifting far above. No physical form left to hold us to the floor. Just a weightless ghost drifting out the bedroom door. I keep broadcasting I love you out into the open blue, but the cosmic static swallows every memory of you. Yeah, the rest of the world stays grounded, solid and bright while we're floating apart, 'cause gravity failed us tonight. I find your unwashed coffee cup left sitting on the stand, and the ceramic starts to blur just like my own shaking hand. The timeline cursor is stuck on a single frozen frame, right at the exact second that you forgot my name. It's a terrifying physics, a structural deep bruise. How a body goes weightless under the silence that we choose. And gravity failed us tonight, my love. We're just two rogue satellites drifting far above. No physical form left to hold us to the floor. Just a weightless ghost drifting out the bedroom door. I keep broadcasting I love you out into the open blue, but the cosmic static swallows every memory of you. Yeah, the rest of the world stays grounded, solid and bright while we're floating apart, 'cause gravity failed us tonight. Did you unhook the lifeline before you shut the capsule frame, to let the open vacuum swallow up the mention of my name? Because a lifetime of devotion shouldn't drop down to a crawl, or make a frozen casualty out of a standard curtain fall. There is nowhere to scream for you, no track left to find, just the permanent weightless terror of getting left behind. Digital clock turns to 3 in the morning light, casting a cold blue glow on a long isolated night. I'm lying flat on my back on the mattress right side, staring at the ceiling where our futures used to collide. I reach out my hand to feel your favorite space, but there's an invisible vacuum filling your empty place. The friction is faded, the radar goes stone cold, sucking out the atmosphere a girl was supposed to hold. I'm reaching for an anchor that I cannot see, as the gravity of your absence starts crushing me. And I'm just lost in the dark matter of you tonight, trapped in an empire completely from sight. I can feel the heavy pull, feel the invisible strain of a shadow universe running straight through my brain. You're a ghost constellation I can't touch or erase, leaving a massive black void in our physical space. Yeah, the rest of the world stays grounded and bright while I'm falling through your dark matter, losing the fight. I find your unwashed coffee cup left sitting on the stand, and the ceramic starts to blur just like my own shaking hand. I trace the cold alignment of the pillows on the wood frame, listening to the mechanical quiet whisper your name. It's a terrifying physics, a structural deep bruise, how a body goes weightless under the silence that we choose. And I'm just lost in the dark matter of you tonight, trapped in an empire completely hidden from sight. I can feel the heavy pull, feel the invisible strain of a shadow universe running straight through my brain. You're a ghost constellation I can't touch or erase, leaving a massive black void in our physical space. Yeah, the rest of the world stays grounded and bright while I'm falling through your dark matter, losing the fight. Did you cut the transmission? Did you turn off the spark to leave a girl completely blind, writing songs in the dark? Because a lifetime of promises shouldn't burn down to smoke or turn a permanent orbit into an invisible joke. I'm a hostage to a density that brings no warm relief, drowning in the heavy weight of a category 5 grief. The office clock strikes 12 in the fluorescent light, casting a sharp, cold shadow on a long, isolating day. I'm sitting at the cubicle where the grid lines are straight, staring at a brown paper bag that seals my sudden fate. The fluorescent tubes above me make a low mechanical hum, highlighting the exact second that I went entirely numb. The screen is flashing bright, the conversation goes stone cold, sucking out the atmosphere a girl was supposed to hold. I watch my co-workers leaving for the diner down the track, while a terrifying physics is pulling my shoulders back. And I'm just having lunch for one at my desk tonight, dividing the damage underneath the monitor's light. A soggy paper napkin and a container of cold tea, the official documentation of what you went and did to me. I try to type 1,000 words just to hit the erase, leaving a total vacuum in your digital space. Yeah, the rest of the building is laughing warm, sweet and bright, while I'm eating alone and losing the fight tonight. I find your old text message tucked right inside my folder, split the exact clinical boundary where our universe went and quit. I trace the circular coffee ring sitting on the floor, mica wood, from the exact afternoon you packed up and walked away for good. It's It's a terrifying physics, a cold commercial bruise. How a busy workspace honors the silence that we choose. And I'm just having lunch for one at my desk tonight, dividing the damage underneath the monitor's light. A soggy paper napkin and a container of cold tea, the official documentation of what you went and did to me. I try to type 1,000 words just to hit the erase, leaving a total vacuum in your digital space. Yeah, the rest of the building is laughing warm, sweet and bright, while I'm eating alone and losing the fight tonight. Did you timing the exit? Did you check out the chart to let a sudden corporate routine clean the slate of your heart? Because you didn't just walk out and shut the bedroom door. You flatlined the internal lies of what I was before. Now I'm a stationary ghost on an ergonomic chair, drowning beneath layers of unfiltered, freezing air. The apartment is dead still at 3 in the morning light, casting an unmoving shadow on a long, isolated night. I'm lying flat on my back on the cold, hardwood floor, staring at the keys that won't unlock your heart anymore. The vacuum you left behind is a terrifying crowd, and the simple refrigerator buzz sounds way too loud. The silence begins to stretch, the current goes cold, sucking out the atmosphere a girl was supposed to hold. I press my right palm tight against my hollow chest frame, but the quiet in the drywall only plays a dangerous game. And my pulse reminds me you're gone tonight, bouncing off the empty walls underneath the lamplight. A hollow, heavy thud running through the vacant space, highlighting the exact coordinates of your empty place. Every rhythmic beat is a structural deep bruise, amplifying the volume of the silence that we choose. Yeah, the physical volume of your absence is profound, when the echo in my chest is the loudest thing around. Check the radiator pipes inside the long hallway track, hating how mechanics know that you're never coming back. Every single floorboard creaks like a sudden warning sign, measuring the seconds of a love that once was mine. I watch the digital text box on my phone, glass blur, erasing 1,000 words that say how happy we were. And my pulse reminds me you're gone tonight, bouncing off the empty walls underneath the lamplight. A hollow, heavy thud running through the vacant space, highlighting the exact coordinates of your empty place. Every rhythmic beat is a structural deep bruise, amplifying the volume of the silence that we choose. Yeah, the physical volume of your absence is profound, when the echo in my chest is the loudest thing around. Did you steal the entire atmosphere along in your flight, to leave a girl with the amplification of the lonely night? Because a casual goodbye shouldn't turn a house into stone, or leave a person drowning in a beat that's all her own. I'm running a fan just to try and drown out the sound of this permanent breakdown in a quiet empty town. The clock strikes 3 and the kitchen tile is freezing cold, mirroring the heavy state of the promises we used to hold. I'm standing right on the border where the hallway timber meets the stone, staring at the front lock handle. Realization hidden to the bone. My keys are clutched so tightly inside my shaking right hand, trapped in the quiet wreckage of the future that we planned. The friction has faded, the current goes stone cold, sucking out the atmosphere a girl was supposed to hold. One step forward completely clears me out of your track, but a terrifying physics is pulling my shoulders back. And I've got 1 foot out the doorway tonight, frozen on the boundary line, underneath the dim lamplight. My left boot is anchored to the memories we made inside, while my right foot is dragging toward the spots where our worlds divide. It's a 5-inch canyon turned into a bitter frozen coast, a massive structural runway for the shadow of your ghost. Yeah, the rest of the town crosses borders easy and bright, while I'm paralyzed here with 1 foot out the doorway tonight. I look back at the sofa where you're sleeping in the dark, completely unbothered that we lost our saving spark. Your breathing is steady, a rhythmic calm machine, while I am suffocating slow inside our dead routine. It's a strange kind of geometry, a structural deep bruise. How a simple front entryway amplifies the silence that we choose. And I've got 1 foot out the doorway tonight, frozen on the boundary line, underneath the dim lamplight. My left boot is anchored to the memories we made inside, while my right foot is dragging toward the spots where our worlds divide. It's a 5-inch canyon turned into a bitter frozen coast, a massive structural runway for the shadow of your ghost. Yeah, the rest of the town crosses borders easy and bright, while I'm paralyzed here with 1 foot out the doorway tonight. Did you engineer the distance? Did you time out the fall to make sure a girl was too heavy to ever reach you at all? Because you didn't just pack up your things and walk out the back door. You flatline the internal laws of what I was before. I twist the metal latch slowly, a category 5 freeze that bypassed my defenses and brought me to my knees. grandfather clock strikes 3 in the morning light, casting a sharp blue glow on a long, isolating night. I spin the aluminum radio dial across the plastic dashboard glass, watching the glowing digital numbers silently and coldly pass. I strum the opening chord of the anthem that we used to play, before the vibrant frequencies of our future went ahead and decayed. The signals are clashing, the current goes stone cold, sucking out the atmosphere a girl was supposed to hold. I watch the little decibel meters jump into the dangerous red, measuring the structural damage of the final words you said. And I'm just sending silent radio waves out into the dark tonight, broadcasting my confessions completely out of your sight. A low-hanging static on a broken, abandoned track, a minor character who can't find her way back. I keep crying I love you out into the open blue, but the dead space swallows every memory of you. Yeah, the rest of the world has a timeline that's fluent and bright, while my system is dropping down and losing the fight tonight. I look at the waveforms running jagged on the monitor frame, hating how the visual layout can highlight my sudden shame. There's a 2-second latency running through your final words, the heaviest interference that a broken heart has ever heard. It's a terrifying physics, a structural deep bruise, how a whole vibrant relationship turns to the silence that we choose. And I'm just sending silent radio waves out into the dark tonight, broadcasting my confession is completely out of your sight. A low-hanging static on a broken, abandoned track, a minor character who can't find her way back. I keep crying I love you out into the open blue, but the dead space swallows every memory of you. Yeah, the rest of the world has a timeline that's fluent and bright, while my system is dropping down and losing the fight tonight. Did you run a heavy magnet over everything we went ahead and swore, to ensure my melody never tracks across your bedroom floor? Because a lifetime of devotion shouldn't drop down to a hiss or turn a permanent promise into a signal you didn't even miss. I'm a stationary ghost on a cold terminal ground, drowning in the roar of a machine that can't be found. The restaurant clock strikes 10 in the evening light, casting a sharp, cold shadow on a long, isolating night. We're sitting at the booth where the wood is polished and straight, staring at the little leather folder that seals our sudden fate. The waiter drops the paper slip right down between our hands, highlighting the total wreckage of the future that we planned. The numbers are staring, the conversation goes stone cold, sucking out the atmosphere we were supposed to hold. I watch your fingers hovering over your plastic plastic card while trying to stop my chest from breaking down too hard. And we're just splitting the bill on goodbye tonight, dividing the damage underneath the dim restaurant light. 50-50 on the coffee, 50-50 on the wine, tearing up the timeline where your world used to overlap with mine. You calculate the breakdown, ensure the math is cut clean, the official documentation of our broken routine. Yeah, the rest of the tables are laughing, warm, sweet and bright, while we're splitting the bill and formatting our love tonight. I look at the line item for the shared appetizer plate, a beautiful bit of mockery of what we aren't anymore of late. I used to feel invulnerable when your wallet tangled near, and now the layout is a weapon and the landscape is sheer. It's a terrifying physics, a cold commercial bruise, how a simple paper ledger honors the silence that we choose. And we're just splitting the bill on goodbye tonight, dividing the damage underneath the dim restaurant light. 50-50 on the coffee, 50-50 on the wine, tearing up the timeline where your world used to overlap with mine. You calculate the breakdown, ensure the math is cut clean, the official documentation of our broken routine. Yeah, the rest of the tables are laughing, warm, sweet and bright, while we're splitting the bill and formatting our love tonight. Did you time in the dinner? Did you look at the chart to let a transaction receipt clean the slate of your heart? Because a lifetime of devotion shouldn't drop down to a fee or turn a permanent promise into an itemized casualty. I slide my card across the leather, a category 5 freeze that bypassed the insulation and brought a girl down to her knees. The digital clock turns to 3 in the morning light, casting a cold blue glow on a long isolating night. I open up the hard drive and scroll through the active tabs, just looking at the interface where the clinical diagnosis grabs. I've got the grid lines laid out in uniform rows, documenting the exact math of how a devotion goes. The data is entering, the screen goes stone cold, sucking out the atmosphere a girl was supposed to hold her. Watch the total calculation dropping down to 0 as the algorithm proves that you are no longer my hero. And I'm just auditing a spreadsheet of all my mistakes tonight, itemizing my heartbreaks underneath the harsh room light. Column A is the devotion that I pour down the drain. Column B is the latency of your permanent disdain. Every row is a fracture, every cell is a bruise, quantifying the volume of the silence that we choose. Yeah, the rest of the world has a timeline that's fluent and bright, while I'm calculating my ruin on a spreadsheet tonight. I find the cell where I documented that July afternoon when we sat on my bedroom floorboards underneath the summer moon. I listed it as an asset, a high value return, before your toxic chemistry caused the entire market to burn. Now the formulas are broken, the borders run corrupt, a category 5 error that refuses to shut up. I'm just auditing a spreadsheet of all my mistakes tonight, itemizing my heartbreaks underneath the harsh room light. Column A is the devotion that I pour down the drain. Column B is the latency of sheet tonight? Did you time in the degradation? Did you look at the chart to let a digital edge clean the slate of your shifting heart? Because a lifetime of promises shouldn't end up on a sheet or turn a permanent promise into a summary of defeat. I hit the clear button, but the memory won't fade, trapped inside the graveyard of the math that we made. The clock strikes 3 and the linoleum floorboards are freezing cold, mirroring the heavy state of the promises we used to hold. I strike a match to light the burner on the kitchen stove, trying to warm the icy corners of our abandoned cove. I pour the water in and let the blue flames run, staring at the sudden wreckage of what you went and done. The pressure is climbing, the quiet goes stone cold, sucking out the atmosphere we were supposed to hold. I watch the silver condensation form along the metal frame, trapped inside a structure that no longer hears your name. And there's a kettle screaming all alone tonight, boiling over in the kitchen underneath the dim lamplight. It's a high-pitched panic running straight through the room, a desperate confession trying to break this winter gloom. I used to have a sanctuary, steady hand, before you packed your leather bags and left the future that we planned. Yeah, the neighbors are sleeping peaceful, safe and sound, while my kettle is screaming to an empty house around. Find your favorite porcelain mug left sitting on the drain board, wood from the exact afternoon you walked away for good. I pull my cardigan tight around my shaking frame, hating how a simple routine can highlight my sudden shame. It's a terrifying physics, a structural deep bruise, how a body stays standing in the silence that we choose. And there's a kettle screaming all alone tonight, boiling over in the kitchen underneath the dim lamplight. It's a high-pitched panic running straight through the room, a desperate confession trying to break this winter gloom. I used to have a sanctuary, to have a steady hand, before you packed your leather bags and left the future that we planned. Yeah, the neighbors are sleeping peaceful, safe and sound, while my kettle is screaming to an empty house around. Did you timing out the heat? Did you engineer the break to ensure the maximum volume of the crying sound I make? Because a casual goodbye shouldn't turn into a roar, or leave a girl drowning on a cold kitchen floor. The steam is blinding me, a Category 5 freeze that bypassed the insulation and brought me down to my knees. The grandfather clock strikes 3 in the morning light, casting 2 long, separate shadows across the night. I'm standing by the pantry where the cedar shelves align, trying to find a frequency that used to look like mine. I reach up to the top ridge right behind the bacon tin and pull down the binder where our brightest mornings sit within. The paper is yellowing, the copper's turning cold, sucking out the atmosphere we were supposed to hold. I hear a soft click, clack, a tiny warning sound as a cloud of velvet gray drops right onto the kitchen ground. And there's a recipe book covered in dust and night, staining my fingers underneath the dim lamp light. We had the ingredients laid out, had the borders cut straight before your sudden exit altered the laws of our fate. I traced the faded pencil marks written in your messy script back before the final cut caused our universe to get split. Yeah, the rest of the world is cooking sweet, warm and bright, while my recipe book is just losing the fight tonight. I flip to the page with the coffee ring margin stain, the visual blueprint for a love you went and threw away. It lists out the steps for the bread we used to bake, a beautiful mockery of the promises we had to make. I haven't touched the handle of the oven since the day you fled, leaving all the starters to turn completely stone dead. And there's a recipe book covered in dust tonight, staining my fingers underneath the dim lamp light. We had the ingredients laid out, had the borders cut straight before your sudden exit altered the laws of our fate. Trace the faded pencil marks written in your messy script back before the final cut caused our universe to get split. Yeah, the rest of the world is cooking sweet, warm and bright, while my recipe book is just losing the fight tonight. Did you time in the degradation? Did you look at the chart to let the open quiet clean the slate of your heart? Because a lifetime of devotion shouldn't wipe away this fast, or turn a permanent promise into a phantom of the past. I try to smooth the pages, try to wipe the carbon clean, disturbing the canvas only breaks my broken routine. Grandfather clock strikes 3 in the morning light, casting a cold blue glow on a long, isolating night. I'm lying flat on my back on the mattress right side, staring at the ceiling where our futures used to collide. I push the window open wide to catch a saving spark, The atmosphere is frozen and the neighborhood is dark. The friction has faded, the current goes stone cold, sucking out the oxygen a girl was supposed to hold. I try to expand my chest, try to take a stand to draw, but my lungs are locking up right against a broken law. And the universe feels suffocatingly quiet tonight. A terrifying desert underneath the starlight. I'm looking at light years of empty white space, mourning the coordinates of your lost saving grace. How can an entire galaxy keep moving in stride, completely unbothered by what just died inside? Yeah, the rest of the city is sleeping peaceful and bright, while the universe is suffocatingly quiet, losing the fight. I look at your unwashed coffee cup left sitting on the stand, and the ceramic starts to blur just like my own shaking hand. The television is buzzing, making a low mechanical thud, dragging my remaining piece straight into the mud. It's a strange kind of acoustics, a structural deep bruise. How a simple room amplifies the silence that we choose. And the universe feels suffocatingly quiet tonight. A terrifying desert underneath the starlight. I'm looking at light years of empty white space, mourning the coordinates of your lost saving grace. How can an entire galaxy keep moving in stride, completely unbothered by what just died inside? Yeah, the rest of the city is sleeping peaceful and bright, while the universe is suffocatingly quiet, losing the fight. Did you cut the transmission? Did you turn off the spark to leave a girl completely blind, writing songs in the dark? Because a lifetime of devotion shouldn't burn down to smoke, could turn a permanent orbit into an invisible joke. I gave you my gold for a counterfeit role, and now a massive black vacuum is ruining my soul. I'm standing right in front of the bathroom mirror frame, looking at a silhouette that doesn't feel the same. The fluorescent light leaks straight across my skin, highlighting the vacuum where the heartaches begin. I try to find the girl who used to laugh inside your spark, but she left the building when our universe went dark. The colors are bleaching, the current goes stone cold, sucking out the atmosphere we were supposed to hold. I search my own eyes for a trace of yesterday, but the warmth has completely evaporated away. Because the version of me you loved is dead tonight, buried in the shadows underneath the harsh room light. She went down with the wreckage when you walked off the stage, shattering the baseline of our very last page. You can call my old name, you can look for her saving grace, but there's just a stationary ghost standing in her place. Yeah, you outran the storm, you found a sky clear and bright, while the girl that you loved didn't survive the fight tonight. I find your unwashed coffee cup left sitting on the wood from the exact afternoon you walked away for good. I used to pull your old sweater right down over my head, seeking any comfort for the final things you said. Now the fabric feels like iron, the linen feels like stone, a dark cold reminder that I'm entirely on my own. Because the version of me you loved is dead tonight, buried in the shadows underneath the harsh room light. She went down with the wreckage when you walked off the stage, shattering the baseline of our very last page. You can call my old name, you can look for her saving grace, but there's just a stationary ghost standing in her place. Yeah, you outran the storm, you found a sky clear and bright, while the girl that you loved didn't survive the fight tonight. Did you time in the exit? Did you check out the chart to let a Category 5 frost clean the slate of your heart? Because you didn't just pack your bags and shut the front door, you flatlined the internal laws of what I was before. I'm a hostage to a timeline that brings no warm relief, drowning beneath layers of a permanent sharp grief. I'm standing right in front of the bathroom mirror frame, trying to wash away the shadow of my sudden heavy shame. I spent a decade twisting into shapes to fit your ideal mold, trading every piece of who I was for a counterfeit hand to hold. I stood on my tiptoes just to reach your unreachable skyline, until the structural cracks started spreading down this spine of mine. The pedestal is crumbling, the air runs thin and cold, sucking out the atmosphere a girl was supposed to hold. I'm dropping my shoulders from a height I couldn't sustain, watching the remaining tracks of my youth go down the drain. And I'm just caving under the weight of living up to you tonight, collapsing on the floorboards right out of your sight. I wore your expectations like a coat made out of lead, choking on the toxic praise of the final words you said. I was never good enough to be the masterpiece you drew, just a broken-hearted girl who broke herself for you. Yeah, you're flying high and weightless in a sky clear and bright, while I'm crushed under the weight of living up to you tonight. I found the glossy photograph of sitting on the desk for a physical record of the trophy that I'm not anymore. I remember matching every step to keep pace with your stride, drowning out the quiet panic that was screaming deep inside. It's a terrifying physics, a structural deep bruise, how a body goes weightless under the silence that we choose. And I'm just caving under the weight of living up to you tonight, collapsing on the floorboards right out of your sight. I wore your expectations like a coat made out of lead, choking on the toxic praise of the final words you said. I was never good enough to be the masterpiece you drew, just a broken-hearted girl who broke herself for you. Yeah, you're flying high myself living up to you tonight. Did you engineer the blueprint? Did you time out the fall to make sure I was too heavy to ever reach you at all? Because you didn't just walk out and shut the front door. You shattered the physical laws of what I was before. I'm a rogue satellite that has lost its base ground, drowning in the gravity of this lonely old town.